feel the same when you love what we hate. We lie, but we know we can't widen.
How to handle sorrow from a distance. Hello friends, this is Yundel, and today's share is about handling our sorrow from a distance. This is just a share from my own life experiences. I live here alone from a foreign country in many years. And back home in the Philippines, it cannot be avoided that someone died. How can we handle the sorrow from a distance? Based on my life experiences, my father died already, my mother died already, and now my brother died just yesterday during the New Year's Eve. Handling the sorrow from a distance is not easy, especially when you are not good of communicating with someone. It's very difficult, but believe me, if you practice a spiritual lifestyle, it becomes easier for you to handle all these things. I was shocked when I get the message. The thing I did right away is to get out of the house. I was shocked. I don't know how to answer. I don't like to answer the call that takes right away. But I get out of the house. I need to breathe. I need the fresh air to handle the pain in my heart. It's heavy. The sorrow when someone died is really heavy. And it is very difficult to handle when we live alone, far from the other person who is gone. Yes, that was my first reaction right away to get out of the house, doing something physical, going out to take a fresh air. I did I take away the snow. I did something physical with myself in order to cope the pain, in order to cope the shock. It's all right. It's normal to experience pain. And as what I told you, it's not always easy. But in this situation, I need to breathe. I need to work on with my pain through physical by digging in the snow, going out to take a breather. I must just get out of the house. That is the one thing I did right away when I get the bad news. But when I come back, it's dark already and I have to do something again. And what I did is to kneel down for a word of prayer. Sometimes we are lost of words, what we are going to say, how we are going to handle these things. We are lost of words, how to express the pain. But I did kneel down for a word of prayer, do the journaling, writing it down, my feelings, and try to figure out how can I help even I am far away. It is very important that we have the clarity of mind to take the responsibility of the pain. We are suffering when there is something going on with our personal life. Yes, Word of prayer is a great weapon for our life when we are struggling, when we are in pain, when we are in a difficult situation. That is me practicing my spiritual lifestyle really helped me. Whatsoever I am struggling, I am experiencing, because I am far here from my family. I am far. I cannot just help them with the practical things right away or stop in a crying right away because we don't know the situation. But again, trusting into God. We all know that we all have an end in this life. Nobody will live forever in this earth. Our time will come. Many of us is not ready to face that. Probably you will be ready when you have been sick for a long time. But as long as you are not sick, as long that suddenly happened to the person died, even they're not sick, it's really a terrible experience. It's hard. But to understand the situation, we have to understand who created us. When God created us, He was clear that each and every one of us has an end. Our life has an end. But we don't know when we are going to go, when that is going to happen. We don't understand, but believe me, at that moment I am struggling with pain. I have to think as well that we must accept the facts. Acceptance here is very important. We have to accept that our life has an end, and sooner or later we have to go from our loved ones. We have to go even we are not ready. Our life has an end, and it's very clear when God created us. When God created us, there is a beginning and there's also an end. It's just, this is an extra painful because it happens in a New Year's Day. It's extra painful. But still, as what I said, we must use our mind. Clarity of mind is very important when it comes to this matter. We have to face the facts that each and every one of us is going to an end. Our life is going to an end one day. We have to face it. We have to embrace it. Even we don't like it. Even we are not ready for it. We must just be wise enough to come unto God for a word of prayer when things get hard, when things is very difficult to handle to our feelings, when it seems so hopeless, especially when you are living alone. I have to comfort myself. My children didn't care. They live in a different culture and they cannot feel the pain because my sibling live away from me and we seldom meet this person. And I can understand that my children feel nothing about it because they just know that he is my brother. They just meet sometimes and very seldom because we seldom go for a visit in the Philippines. And I understand that. I cannot understand my feelings. But, in the other hand, I have to understand the culture here in Norway as well. That it's very cold people here. They are not, good of expressing their feelings. Even me, I am influenced with that. I learned how to handle more with my feelings because of the culture here, because of the situation here, that no matter what, whether we like it or not, we have to face it no matter what. It's just extra painful when you are struggling with that alone, like what I did yesterday. I'm alone and nobody is there to come and talk to me or comfort me. But I did survive talking to my Lord and Savior to handle the sorrow far away. We have to lean on to God. We have to come unto Him for a word of prayer. Verbalize your feelings, write it down, and try as much as possible to have an open mind that our life has an end one day. We have to accept the reality. It's painful. Reality is always painful. That's the reality. I live alone here. I am far from them, and I have nothing I can do more than to help them with money and not be there to comfort or help them. But that's life, and that we have to face whether we like it or not. Bottom line here, to handle the sorrow when we're living far away from our loved ones is to lean unto God. Call upon God through your prayers and meditation, and be kind to yourself to give time the whole situation you have to understand. This is Yuntel. Thank you for listening. Thank you for dropping here in my channel. I am very grateful to each and every one of you supporting me here in my life journey. I love you all, and bye-bye.
Like we feel the same.